Welcome to my home. I'm really excited to have you along on this adventure of ours. Today I'm filming from our living space, if you could see, which we've adapted to suit our style while we're on the move. Today's video is going to be a foundation video. It's all about knowing what you want, your style, and how to use that to find yourself the best rental within your means. This session will outline things to look for in rental properties. We all know that finding that right one can be really hard. So with this session, you should be able to take back control. I find that having a checklist of important points will help you keep perspective of what's really important when looking for your next rental property to live in. But of course, keep in mind that what you want and what you think you want might be entirely different things. So with the points below that I'm about to go through, have a think and see if these can apply to what you feel might be useful for you when looking for your rental property. Here are a few key points that I think that you would find very useful. So first things first, you need to ask yourself some really crucial questions. So think about, what do you love or not love about your current home or situation? So knowing what you love and what you want from your home or our space are really important because it will assist you in weeding out certain rentals. So I'm going to give you my list as an example to outline and give you an idea of what I'm actually talking about. So for me, location and orientation of a rental home is really important because I love natural light. I really want a space that has lots of natural light, and if you didn't realize, I've been saying really a lot, which means that I really want it. So it's very important and comes very high on my priority list. I prefer gas over electric for a stove, and I need a decent kitchen as it's really important to me because I really love to cook. More than one bathroom is really important to me as well, and having a bath because, let's be honest, we're bath people. Second point is colour. So I think it's really important to look for neutral base. So what I mean by that is really nice, bright, light wall colours. So whites or just your off-whites, because it allows you to have a really neutral base, and it'll allow the spaces to feel more open and bright even if you don't have a lot of natural light. So it will also allow you to have a really good base to work with and work with a lot of different furniture pieces that you might be bringing into the new rental, and it just gives you a lot more flexibility. And even if your floors are not that desirable, then if you've still got bright white walls, it'll still work really well. Number 3, budget. What is your budget and what does it allow for? So doing a lot of market research into different areas of where you're going to be moving and locations will give you a really good indication of what you can afford. And then this will give you an idea of what you will need to consider when packing up, moving and relocating. For me, location was an absolute priority. So we planned and were much happier getting a smaller place in a much better location than getting a bigger home and being further away. This is very individual, and some might feel that a bigger house is better than the location. And for us, this is going to differ again when we're looking for our next rental property. So it's really important to know what it is that you want and you need. Number 4 is access and sizing. So making sure that the sizes of the rooms and living spaces are suitable for the items that you may already own. So funny story, our fridge almost didn't fit. So make sure that you check for fridge sizes and the sizes of the cavities, microwave spaces, bedroom sizing, so because scale is so important. because it would be a huge hassle not only having to relocate, but then having to get rid of stuff and find new stuff as well. Number 5 is utilities and bathroom spaces. So it's really important to check and understand what kind of water pressure you have, or also where the water comes from. So what I mean by that is whether it's electric or gas sourced. You also need to make sure that your bathroom is fully functional. You also need to locate and look for your laundry facilities, whether that be internal or external. But you need to understand where and what your options are, as it's really important. Number 6 is storage. Having the ability to store stuff is essential. So checking that there is room for wardrobes and or cabinets is really critical, and I wish I would have known this a lot sooner. It would also be in your best interest to think about rising damp and mold during this stage, because depending on where you are living, this could also become an issue for you. So it's really important to understand what storage is available within the home, as well as whether it's going to be affected by anything such as rising damp or something else. These are the things that I have in the back of my mind when I'm looking at my rental spaces. Also, just a hot tip, make sure to consider security as well when looking at places to rent. You want to make sure that you are secure, especially if you're going to be alone or living alone. Now, I hope you found this really useful. Please share with me below if you have any hot tips of your own, or share it with your friends. Please don't forget to #OnTheMove. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for video 2.